6 months. I'm finally at 6 months. It's been quite a journey, I will say. I don't even know really where to start. I mean, first few months were fucking hell. I guess those of you that don't know, I was coming off of valium or benzos, whatever, withdrawals, blah blah blah. I was on them for a few years, on and off, and then I was drinking and stuff. I didn't know you weren't supposed to drink. It was all doctor prescribed. I was taking them only as needed, just like the doctor said. I was on like 20 milligrams of valium every single day. I did that for like 3 years, I think. I tapered off, but then I was clean for a little bit, and then I took valium again after drinking, and it just, ever since then, it's been bad. Like, I must have kindled myself or whatever. So, yeah, I've been in withdrawals for 6 months now. In the beginning, it was fucking horrible. I mean, I thought it was the end. I thought I was dying. I had, like, pretty much every symptom that you can Google and see all the symptoms. I mean, I had, every time I would, like, try to lay down and sleep, I would get, like, this jolt of, like, adrenaline or something would wake me up. I didn't really sleep at all for the first few months. I mean, I would get like 1 or 2 hours a night, and then during the day I would get like super tired, where I just kind of was like dozing off, but I could never actually like fall asleep. I couldn't take naps. I was always on edge. Sound scared me, light scared me. Pretty much like your fear receptor in your brain is just like always engaged, and your body just can't handle any stressors. Everything is hyper active. You're super sensitive, like to touch, to smell, taste, like everything. It's like you're a snail walking out without a shell or something. You don't have anything to protect you from like the harsh environment. Like everything's just sharp and like harsh, and it's hard to explain. You just have to go through it. And for those that are going through it or been through it, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's all completely normal. I mean, it's what it is. Benzo or GABA is what relaxes your body. So if you can't accept that, or if your GABA receptors are messed up, then everything is not going to be calm. It's going to be on edge and like wired and go. So everything just gets messed up in your body, and it's all over the place, which is the weird thing to me. Like I thought maybe I would just have some anxiety or something, but I've had like what feels like physical, it is pain, like physical pain all over my body. A lot of it was with my stomach, and like I'll feel it in my lower abdominal area, in my back. I've felt it feels like muscles like burning, tensing up. It's intense, and it's crazy to me that it can all come from a pill, and like that it messes up some part of your brain or your body or with the receptors or whatever the science is behind it. I'm not entirely sure, but it's baffling to me that it can do that, and that we still prescribe it. But I've gone on that in my other videos before, kind of ranting about that. Mainly I'm just making this to follow up with people that watch my videos, or people that are looking for answers, trying to figure out what's going on or why they're feeling this way after stopping benzos or taking benzos. Because there's not a lot of information out there. I mean, there is if you look in the right places, but it's not something that's common that like your doctor would tell you or that your friends know about. It's common knowledge that if you stop taking opiates, you're going to have withdrawals. It's not common knowledge if you stop taking anti-anxiety medicine that you're going to have bad withdrawals and go crazy or have worse anxiety. That's not something that was known to me. It's not something that was told to me by my doctor. I wish he would have, but he did not. I thought I was completely safe taking this pill because my doctor told me, like, here, just take this as needed. It'll help you out. Like, okay, I trust this guy. I mean, he went to school for this. He should know better. I mean, he's looking out for me, right? But that obviously was not the case, and it doesn't seem to be a case in a lot of situations. So that's why part of me making these videos, can continue to make them, is hopefully people will see it. And I mean, if it helps one person, fucking awesome. That's perfect. I wish I would have seen some of these videos in the beginning. I never would have drank. I never would have took these pills. I mean, there's a lot of things I would have differently that I wouldn't have had to suffer for the years and years that I've suffered. And now for the last 6 months that I've thought I've been dying. So basically where I'm at now, 6 months, I I see improvements every month. Now my sleep, I usually sleep a full night. I'm not waking up. I used to wake up like 3 or 4 times a night, and I would have panic attacks when I'm waking up, or I would have like vivid, scary dreams. And that seems to be getting better. I am working full time, so I wake up around 6 o'clock every day, and that's to my alarm clock. That's not me waking up. And I'll get up and I go to work. I get very fatigued still after work or during sometimes, and it's hard for me to keep my eyes open. Like, I feel like I'm falling asleep when I'm driving sometimes, and I attribute that to the benzo withdrawals because I never really had that issue this severe before. I think it's probably just that I'm not getting the full restful sleep like I was before. I still have some of the nerve pain, but it's definitely gotten a lot better because it used to be like this intense all over, like everything felt like I had acid in my blood. And like everything was tensing, like everything was racing, or like I needed to run. That's gotten a lot better to where it's kind of just a mild, well, I wouldn't say mild, but maybe it's like a 6 out of 10 as to where it was before, like a 10 out of 10. Each month it seems to get like a point better, so maybe next month I'll be like a 5 out of 10. But it's just that 6 out of 10, like kind of, I don't know how to explain it. The best I've been able to explain is it feels like there's acid in my blood, or like somebody's scraping razors on my bones. It's just kind of, it's constantly there. It's like a tensing. It feels like I just need to move or run, or I need to activate the muscles or the nerves or something. Because it feels like something's like salt is poured on my nerves, basically. And it's not as, I can cope with it when it's in my body, but a lot of the severe symptoms I'm getting that are hard for me to cope with still is the mental and the head stuff. When I get that pressure and stuff in my head, it totally clouds my thinking. I feel very disconnected from reality. I'm unable to relax. It feels like my head is racing, but I can't think straight. So it's almost like I drank a cup of coffee and I'm racing, but my mind is so foggy that I can't, there's like a block in my brain, and it's a very, very scary feeling. And it seems, I'm not sure exactly what exacerbates the symptoms yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. But there's occasions where I feel like either food is attributing to how bad the symptoms are, or I don't know if it's a certain supplement I take. I take very few. I take like vitamin C and some other stuff for my stomach. But when these, I don't know if they're like episodes, I guess. They usually happen at night because I can't fall asleep when I'm having episodes. Because if I close my eyes, I feel like I'm out of my body. I actually feel like I'm dead, is the only way I can really explain it. I feel like I don't exist anymore when I close my eyes because I can't really feel my body. And then I get like the rushes, and I'll feel like I need to go like that, and I need to scream. I feel like I'm being poisoned. I feel like something in my body is making me very, very sick and poisoning me. I feel like I've drank a chemical like ammonia, because those the smelling salts or whatever. I think that's ammonia, right? But I feel like I'm doing those, and I keep staying awake even though I'm extremely tired. Because like I'll be nodding off, and then as soon as I try to lay down and go to sleep, it's not fucking happening. I'll lay there feeling like I don't exist for 10 minutes and I have no thoughts and I'm just completely out of it. Or I'm very mentally confused and like I keep getting weird random thoughts in my head and I can't control. And then I'll have to get up and I'll go to try to eat something, or I'll try to take like some charcoal, or I've been trying different things, and eventually that feeling starts to subside and then I'm able to get to sleep. That feeling has been one of my biggest, hardest symptoms to cope with lately. And I've been having it for a while, so I keep freaking out thinking it's not the benzos and it's something to do with my stomach, or that I have that fungal candida infection or whatever. They had a test and they said I had it in my blood or whatever, or the blood test said I had it. So I keep thinking that it's like invading my body or killing me, or that I'm being poisoned from the toxins from it or some bullshit. It's probably my benzo mind messing with me. It's entirely possible. Or I'm sure that there is something going on, but it's weird because when I eat healthy, or I try to eat healthy, that my symptoms seem to be aggravated. And then when I start to slip on my diet, they seem to improve for a little bit. So that's very strange to me, and I cannot figure that out. I don't know why it's happening. I tried doing the ketogenic diet, which is basically just low carb. It's supposed to be good for stabilizing blood sugar levels, and there's a lot of science behind how sugars and simple carbs and stuff are bad for you because they feed bad stuff like cancer and etc. But I tried doing the ketogenic diet, and it seems to make me worse. But then when I eat too many carbs, I seem to get other symptoms that are worse. Like I feel like I have like crawling sensations all on my face and in my forehead. I constantly feel like something's in my forehead. I get these bright sprites is the best way I can explain it. Like if you get up really fast and you get lightheaded and you see stars, well, I'll get like one of those bright stars that kind of squiggles across my vision. I get that throughout the day. And I don't know if it's because I'm working on computers all day and it's straining my vision. But that's been really weird because I'll feel like a pressure behind my eye and a pain. Like behind my eye and right here, which I think I've had that before. I've talked about it. And then I'll see that bright sprite thing squiggly, and it freaks me out because I think I'm like going blind or something. So that, and then the pain, the disconnected from reality, weird feeling like I'm dead thing. I get very mentally confused a lot. I have trouble focusing a lot. And that kind of, it's like a wave is the best way to explain it, where the waves seem to be affected by what I eat or drink as well. So that's what leads me to believe that maybe it's not entirely benzos, and maybe it does have something to do with my intestinal, I guess, habitat or whatever, the flora, gut flora, etc. So I've been trying to figure that out. I've been drinking like kefir and taking probiotics and stuff, but probiotics actually seem to make it worse as well. So there's so many pieces of this puzzle that I'm trying to put together and figure out exactly what's best for my body. And I can't find it. I feel like I'm going the right way, and then I just fucking get pushed back with all these symptoms. And yeah, throughout all this as well, I mean, I've felt like I'm crazy because I have the existential crisis where I'm questioning my reality. I'm questioning why I'm human, why I'm here, questioning that I'm not actually a real person. I'm just a combination of carbon and atoms and all that, and my thoughts are just electrical impulses, and I don't actually have a self or a soul or any of that. And it's totally stripped me of my ego and who I was and why I thought I was important. It's totally gotten rid of all that, and I'm hoping that goes away. That's something that's kind of stuck with me, and it's really hard to deal with because I feel like I don't matter anymore. I'm like, well, if I die right now, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna die eventually. And I'm very, very, very terrified of dying. I think about it 30 times a day at least. It's probably something to do with the fear portion, I guess, again. So I know I'm talking fast. I'm trying to get through a lot of stuff. It's been a month since I made a video. Maybe I should start making them more often. It helps me, I guess, in a way to get this out off my chest because I don't have anybody to talk to about this. I can't talk to my fiance really. She doesn't understand it. My mom thinks I'm fine. And I haven't really told anybody else. I haven't told any of my friends. Nobody else really knows. A couple people at work know that I was sick, but they don't know exactly what happened. So, yeah, I think I'm getting over a cold or something. I've been having those white dots in the back of my throat. I have a very bad sore throat. I can't even like stick out my tongue all the way. It's very painful. I had a cough, and I thought I had strep. I went and got tested today, and it was negative. It just freaks me out because like my urine had white blood cells in it, and now I have my throat, and he said those were white blood cells, the white patches. So like I feel like my body's fighting something, and maybe that's part of why I feel so sick all the time. So I keep freaking out thinking I have like cancer. Because why would I have been feeling sick this whole time and have white blood cells fighting this whole time? I don't know. I got another doctor's appointment on Wednesday, so I still feel like there's actually an underlying an issue or a disease, not technically a disease, but I feel like I'm sick with something that I need to fix that's not related to benzos. Because I've always had something with my stomach and stuff like that, and I had a urine test that showed like high ammonia levels, and I figure that's attributed to gut bacteria because I had overgrowth of gut bacteria, which was done with a breath test. I had a bunch of tests done in the beginning because I was a fucking hypochondriac. So, yeah. For other people that are dealing with this, you're probably luckier than me that you don't have to deal with some of the other shit before that. I mean, not to say that benzo shit's easy, because I know how hard it is. It's terrifying. I mean, I legitimately thought I was dying, or I still think I am. Just last night, I thought I was gonna die because that weird out of reality, spacey feeling. I felt it last night. I feel it almost every night. I felt it this morning and throughout most of the day until I had lunch. And now I feel I feel like a pressure and like a racing feeling inside my head and like kind of a pain. And I feel this buzzing right here. It feels like there's a fucking, I don't know how to explain it. It's something stuck in there. I've been feeling that for a couple days. And then I feel my stomach just feels like it's locked. Like there's pain. Yeah, my doctor doesn't know any of this stuff, so it sucks. There's nothing you can take to fix it. It's like, what do you do? Like, how do you cope with the symptoms? You just have to stick it out. There's nothing you can do. I mean, I take niacin sometimes when I have bad anxiety or when I can't sleep, and it sometimes seems to help. I'll take charcoal if I'm having bad stomach issues, and sometimes it seems to help. I take fish oil because it's supposed to be good for your brain, but I haven't noticed a difference with that. I won't mess with any other prescription drugs, and I won't mess with any supplements that act on GABA receptors, like valerian or kava kava, or I don't even do THC. I did a little bit of CBD oils, but I won't smoke. I kind of just want to let my brain do its thing. So I'm just keeping it all natural and hoping my body can just fix itself and kind of get back to homeostasis. That's my plan anyways. I'm 6 months out now, so it's not easy, and I know I am coming off like perception is that maybe I'm looking better or talking better, but I feel like shit constantly all the time, and I feel like suicidal almost every single day. I feel crazy because my mind is just off, and I have that pressure, and I can't constantly have a coherent thought. My thoughts are broken up, scattered. I can't focus correctly. I have issues at work sometimes. And so yeah, this isn't me saying I'm getting better. So other people know it takes a long time. 6 months out, and I'm still struggling a lot every single day. And this is the only place I really talk about it. So yeah, I have gained back some weight. I was down to 115, 120. I'm back up to 137 now. So I've gained like 16, 17 pounds, which is amazing to me. I can't believe I gained that much. It could be because I got a new scale, but I have gained some weight. So I'm not back where I was. I was at 160, and I was in the gym every day too. So I was in pretty good shape. I'd like to get back to that eventually, but I still can't quite get in the gym. Yeah, I'm not better, so I just wanted to emphasize that. I've had a lot of bad waves in this past month where I legitimately thought I was dying. I legitimately wanted to put a fucking bullet in my brain just to end the suffering. Even right now, this fucking pressure in my head, it's like a screaming. It feels like I need to run, and it's like a fucking vice grip. It's just, and I feel the tensing, and I feel just crazy, and I'm scared to eat, even though I'm hungry, because I'm scared it'll make my symptoms worse. I feel kind of itchy all over, so it sucks. I'm still dealing with it. And I just want people to know that if you're dealing with it too, that it's normal. I mean, I don't know how much help I can be, that I'm still suffering through it, but hopefully there's some kind of, I don't know, just hopefully somebody gets something out of this that they can kind of relate to it in a way that maybe if we all feel kind of shitty together, that it's not as hard to suffer alone. So hopefully somebody can get that out of this at least. And I mean, still, I still want support too, because I'm still messed up. So if anybody has something to share with me that can help me get through it, obviously I'm open to that as well, because I still struggle a lot, and this is the only place I really talk about it. I don't have the crying spells and stuff anymore, which is nice. I don't feel like crying all the time, which I used to cry like every single day. So I feel like I'm getting back a little bit. It's just very, very slow, which is unfortunate. It sucks. I really just want to, be the best me and enjoy my life and just be happy. So hopefully I get back there. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll try to comment and reply as quick as I can, but I mean, I have work and kids and stuff, so I will get back to you if you have a really serious question. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.